today, please treat our advisors with kindness and respect. Find out more at tvl.co.uk/respect.
Oh, hi. I'm just inquiring about the TV license. I was thinking about cancelling it, but I'll need to go through a few things first so I don't make any mistakes or fall into a category where a warrant would end up coming at my address, just in case, if I needed a license or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your time. The first question is, someone said to me, they said you can't actually cancel your TV license if you watch YouTube or ITV Player or Channel 4 or 5 on demand, the TV networks with adverts in.
YouTube, if there's any live streaming of any services, then you would need a license for. When we say live streaming, that's anything that's being broadcasted on TV that you're watching through YouTube, then a license is needed. And on-demand services as well, if there's any live streaming through them, for example, BBC iPlayer, you can live stream on there, you will need a TV license.
Yeah, well, I know about the BBC, but the person said to me, they said where you can receive live TV, you'll need a license. So basically, when you go into ITV Player or YouTube's first page, what opens up on through your computer, through the internet, it will say at the top corner live. They're saying to me where you can access live TV whenever you want, you would need a license, even if you don't watch live TV.
It's only if you're with the YouTube or any on-demand service, is if you're watching it live. When you go onto YouTube, when we say live on there, it's not what content creators are putting up or recording as soon as they are uploading it. That would be, for example, and this is as an example, if you have for Sky News, you have the channel on the TV, and that can be broadcasted to YouTube live. So the news you are receiving as they are being broadcasted on TV, that's what we call a live stream. That's what you would need a license for. And the same applies to any on-demand service. For example, if you are on BBC iPlayer, say for example EastEnders is on the TV, you can watch it through BBC iPlayer on your mobile phone or any other device as it is being broadcasted. That's what you call a live stream. So you would need a license for that. If you're not doing that, then you don't need one.
Right, okay. So under the Telecommunications Act 2003, if I have receiving equipment that can receive live TV or can receive the BBC whenever I want, will I need a license or not? So basically, I'm not logged into the BBC or I'm not watching live TV, but my TV through my computer could still receive broadcasting live TV. Will I still need will I still need a license for that?
If you have anything that's capable of receiving a signal or broadcast, then yes, you need a license. If not, then you don't. So that means, for example, BBC iPlayer, when you have it on the TV as well, we do tell you to disable it so you don't have the means to watch it through there.
So the only way to disable it, that means you have to deactivate it, yeah? Deactivate an account.
Yeah, so you can, when you go onto your TV, you have settings now on TVs because you can get apps onto TVs. As you know, you can get Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney, YouTube. You can get BBC iPlayer on there. So when you go into your settings, you have an option on there to manage your apps. When you do that, there is a way to uninstall, or if not uninstall, disable any apps that you have. So if you do that, then you won't have the capability to watch it.
Right, okay. So what about if I'm just using a computer, putting it through a computer and say TV licensing?
General use of a computer, you don't need a license for. If you're live streaming through the computer, then you do.
So if someone comes out and says, okay, then type in BBC iPlayer, and I typed it in, it comes on, that means I have access to it though, doesn't it?
Well, you'd have to have an account on BBC iPlayer and they'll be able to see that. So, for example, if that email address that you have linked to BBC iPlayer is being used either at your address or any other address, and you have put down using the same email address that you don't need a TV license and we've registered you with that, then it will show up, it will flag up on our system that you've accessed BBC iPlayer, and you also have an account to say that you don't need a license, and we will send you a letter to say you need to buy a TV license if you're using it.
Right, okie dokie. Because I just want to make it clear, that's all, because of what my friend said. Also, if a TV inspector knocks my door and I'm not in, I'm at work or I'm at the shops, what will happen then? Just a letter or a leaflet for the door?
Leave a little card.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll leave a little card through the letterbox to say that they missed you and that they call round, and that they will just check again whenever they're in the area. They don't assign time or date as to when they do that.
Right, that's brilliant. So what happens if the TV inspector knocks my door, I open the door and they say, oh, we're TV licensing inspector, and I turn around and say, no, thank you, I'm not interested, and shut the door in their face? What would happen then?
You don't have to let them onto the property if you don't. That's up to you. If you don't want them to access your property, they will not do that. So they can do everything from the doorway as well.
Yeah, but what would happen after that? Would there be an investigation case thrown at me because I'm refusing a TV license inspector to come in to inspect my TV to see if I need a license?
Like I said, sir, if you don't want them to come into your property, they have certain things that they can do from the doorway to check if a license is needed or not. Because I'm not an inquiry officer. I don't know exactly what the specifications of that is. But if they are in your area and they do call round and you don't want to let them into your property, you can tell them that you don't want them to access the property, and then they will go through the checks with you at the door, and you can ask them the questions that you need in regards to that.
What happens? Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what happens if I refuse it? Just like say, yeah, no thanks, and rudely close the door in front of their face.
Then they will have a certain process that they follow in regards to that. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm not an inquiry officer, so I don't know what process that is. But if you want that question answered, then if they are in your area, you can ask them that.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I'd rather prefer to arrange a date and a time for a TV licensee inspector to come round to inspect the equipment when I'm in, because I work most of the time.
They don't do that.
They don't do that, no?
They will not give you a date or time. It's a random check, as if we do go around giving dates and times, people who are evading the license fee will obviously know when they need to get rid of the equipment that they have. So it's a random check that they do.
Right, that's great. That's really good. So basically, nothing would happen then, because I'm just making it clear. Like I'm at work, they've knocked my door. Mm-hmm. I'm not in. So once again, I'm not in. They've knocked my door, and all they do is just leave a card or a letter to say that, oh, we've been, but
yes,
you weren't in today, and that's it. Nothing else would happen. No, it'll just be again.
That's right.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye now.